What's up with you people, man? So I got an interesting topic today. And I did a video a while back, and I think what I'm gonna end up doing, because I've done two videos, I want to say probably within the last month, and for whatever reason it just didn't go. So I got them sitting in my camera roll. But I think I'm just gonna put them together and just put like snippets of them, just because like I always tell you guys that not there's beauty in imperfection. Everything ain't always got to be perfect, because it's just unrealistic to think that everything in life is gonna always be perfect. So I want to show you guys that in terms of like, sometimes you just kind of you feel a certain way, but it's hard for you to kind of get across how you feel, and that's what those videos were. But this video is not about that. So the thing is, I've come to realization, man. So I was watching Charleston White interview with the Danza Project. If any of you guys know who Charleston White is, or the Danza Project, then I'm pretty sure y'all hip to this as well. So, for those who don't know Charleston White, let me give y'all a brief breakdown of Charleston White. So Charleston White is a guy who used shock value to draw attention to himself. So he has a deeper message, and he's much more deeper than what people think and understand, just because of what they see on social media, on YouTube and Instagram, and whatever the case may be, him saying some off the wall stuff, right? So when he tried it the civilized way and tried being respectful, nobody paid attention. But as soon as he started getting disrespectful, then everybody started paying attention. So he went with that route. But it's a deeper message behind it. You know what I mean? So he's giving you game on top of saying crazy, outlandish or outrageous stuff at times, right? So I've heard him state this in a numerous amount. I'm sitting in my car, by the way, so I don't want y'all to be thinking like, man, there's something wrong. Like you can tell I'm sitting in my car, but I always just scan the parking lot. You just never really know. So sometimes it'd be hard for me just to sit here and look here and not watching my surroundings. So, but I've seen him state this in several interviews, right? So he was just talking about social media. And he was talking about how much of us spend so much time on social media. I'm pretty sure anybody watching this video right now, you're on social media spending time. Anybody who gets straight up and get on Instagram, anybody who gets straight up and get on Facebook, Snapchat, all these different social media sites, we're all exerting a lot of energy into social media, right? But we live in a world that's more of a consumerism world than an actual producing world. So there's money in social media. If you know me, I have my podcast channel, I have a sports channel. I haven't been consistent with them to get to where I want to be, and that's on me. That's nobody else's fault but mine, and I got to do better with that, right? But if you have conversations with me, I always tell a lot of people, man, hey, man, if it's something that you're passionate about and you know a lot about and you can give information, why not do it? You know what I mean? Like, cause if you're gonna do it anyway, just do it and put it on YouTube, and who knows, eventually you might be able to start making a living from it. So you got to be able to, you got to go from a consumerism point of mind to a producer. So I'm gonna give y'all a brief breakdown of what's going on in my life, right? So I'm in a position right now where me and my girlfriend's back together, and I'm talking about relocating in another 2 years. But financially, I just can't do it right now, right? Because of my financial situation. I got debt. I got wants that I want. Like, prime example, I want a PlayStation 5, but right now I don't have the money to just go spend freely on that, because I got to save up for moving, on top of if something else happened in my life. You know what I mean? So it puts you in a state of mind to where you just feel stuck. And I work a 9 to 5, a regular job, right? And you realize that no matter how hard I work at this job, I would never get paid more than what my pay rate is. So if I'm getting paid $18 an hour, but I'm coming in here working hard as a motherfucker, I'm talking about waking up early, coming here, bearing this place on me whenever I leave from work, just being so frustrated because I want this to be this way. When you got the big CEO guys up top, they're not stressing like how we're stressing, because they're not actively in the trenches. They just up, with their legs cocked up, smoking a cigar and looking at the rewards, you know what I mean? But I can't be mad at those guys, because they put themselves in that position and they made themselves go from consumerism to producer. So I can't be mad because I'm stuck in a state of mind of being a consumer. I can't be mad because I can't get out of my comfort zone and stay consistent with whatever it is that I'm passionate about to see it through and get to where they're at. I can't be mad at that. I can't say that it's the world's fault. I can't say that it's nobody's fault but my own fucking fault. Right? And anybody here who's watching this that feeling the same, it's your fault too. I don't care. You might have been molested when you was a child. You might have not had your dad in your life, your mom in your life. Your mom might have died at an early age, your dad, your grandma, your sister, whoever. But at the end of the day, that doesn't mean that you can't grow as a person. It's it's heartbreaking. It's frustrating. And it's confusing sometimes to go through certain things, especially as a young kid, because I feel like no kid should have to bear some of those things if any of the things I just said applies. And I'm not making light of it. I'm just saying that at the end of the day, it's not about how you start, it's about how you finish. So I look at where I'm at now, man. I'm 28 years old. And I was looking at if you guys don't know, I'm a big sports guy. And I was looking at something with Patrick Mahomes. And, Patrick Mahomes is 28 years old, man. This dude then went to what was it, 3 Super Bowls? He beat the 49ers twice. He beat the Eagles. Yeah, so he's been to 4 Super Bowls. And 28 years old. 4 Super Bowls. Then won 3. And was Super Bowl MVP for all of them. I think he won 2 league MVPs. So I'm looking at I'm saying, God, man, look at the amount of what this guy has accomplished in 28 years of life. And just imagine what another 10 by the time he's 38 of how much he's going to be able to accomplish. And not to mention the made millions of dollars. Not to mention to put himself as well as his family in a position to be able to reap the benefits of the work that he's put in. So I say, okay, if I commit and focus the same way that he did with sports, with football, and what I'm trying to do with this, I could get the same results to a degree. Now, I ain't going to be making no $100 million, and I don't desire to make that. I just want to be in a position to where I know what it's like I know what it feels like to wake up and do something that I love. I don't hate my job. By any means, I don't hate my job. My coworkers do make me hate my job, but I don't hate my job. I like my job. It's a difference between love and between like. When you like something, it's going to be a lot of days where you don't want to do it. When you love something, it's going to be a lot of days where you do want to do it. And the days that you don't want to do it, you push through because eventually once I get there and get the rocking and rolling, I'm locked in. You know what I mean? So it's that process. But us as people, man, and this video might go up a lot of people's head. And it's not meant to reach everybody. This video is meant to reach the people that it's going to reach. And this is what it's all about. I can't change the world. I don't desire to change the world. Now, I can help influence a few minds that wants to actually change, or who wants to do things great in life, or who wants to break generational cycles. So I can do that, but I can't say that my goal is to change the world, because it's impossible, because everybody is not capable of change and everybody doesn't want to change. So you can't force something upon somebody that they don't desire for themselves. So this video is not to reach the people. This video is to reach the people that needs to be reached. We have to get out of the consumerism mentality. We have to go from consumerism to producing. We have to. If you have a social media, it's no reason why you should not be looking at ways to monetize your social media. Look at how much time you're spending on social media and you ain't getting nothing out that besides a laugh. And don't get me wrong, a laugh can be good depending on what you're going through. But at the same time, I can't take that laugh to the bank and take out $100. I can't take that laugh to my landlord and say, here goes my rent, because I couldn't pay it. You see what I'm saying? So it doesn't translate, right? So it's okay to be that, to enjoy that. That's the many pleasures of life. But what are you getting from it ultimately? You see what I'm saying? What are you getting? A lot of us, and we get depressed because of social media, because we're looking at people live a life that we think that they're living and they're not, but there's nobody there to contest them, because it's all about, okay, what they're seeing. So I can sit there and save up 2 years worth of money and take out $100 and just flash them and put stacks up to my ear. And people who don't know no better, they gonna think, okay, that dude right there living life. Man, I want to be like that dude right there. Man, this dude got it all, and just don't know what the fuck is going on behind closed doors. You see what I'm saying? So it's not all. It's sometimes you got to think about, looks can be deceiving. Yeah, looks can be very deceiving. So it's just we gotta get past that, and I know I kind of just started rambling off. And I'm actually happy to make this video, man, because I was irritated. I'm at my job right now. You got lazy people that's just every day is laziness. And it's like, I work retail, and it's like you work your ass off. You work hard every day, and you come in with the idea of something that you want to do for that day. And it's hard because you got customers coming to pull you from other departments and say, hey, can I get help over here? And you looking like, man, somebody should be over there. And you go over there, ain't nobody to be found. You know what I mean? So it gets aggravated, man, because you feel like you're running around this whole damn store. You know what I mean? So it's just like, like I said, and it hurts to know that no matter how hard I work, I'll never make more than what my pay is. Whatever my salary is, I'll never make more than that. You know what I mean? It's like in life, a lot of times, in like with YouTube or business, or even, like you get what you put into it. So if you're putting mad hours in on something and you're reaping the results, that's because you get that, because you put that into that. Here, I don't give a damn if you go, I'm talking about go hard. I don't give a fuck. You're still not getting paid for the work you're doing. And I'm not saying that this world owes anything to you, but I'm just saying, okay, why not go and test the boundaries? Why not and go see what can I do if I stay consistent? We only got one life to live, bro. Like, if you think about it, one life to live. I think about this shit daily. One life to live. And we never know when our life can end. Honestly, we really don't know. My life can end right now while I'm on camera talking to you guys. My life can end tomorrow. My life can end 2 days from now. So we really don't know when we're going to go. You know what I mean? So it's like, why not try to accomplish the things that we want to accomplish in this lifetime? Because once it's over, it's over. Once again, I'm going to tell you another guy, a person that I have a lot of admiration and respect for, and that's Charleston fucking White. And I know everybody feel they way about Charleston White, but I'm just going to tell you what he's done for me. Charleston White has changed my perspective on a lot of things in the world, and even in terms of the black community, right? You know, his favorite phrase is he always wears a hat, and he think everybody playing. And when you look at the grand scheme of things, everything in this world now is all about clicks. What can get the most amount of clicks? So it's not a lot of genuineness going on in this world. Even if you look back to 10 years ago when you had like the prank thing going on YouTube, most pranks that we were seeing was fake. And hell, we knew they was fake, but they was entertaining. That's what it's all about. This world is about entertaining. That's all it's about at this point. So why not become an entertainer? But to get out of that, that's enough for another video. But I look at this guy come up, man. I look at when he had the dusty little dreads, wearing the overalls, the boots, being a pretty, just being a dude, a ignorant motherfucker, really, and wasn't making any money from it. You know what I mean? And I look at him from going to that to now, you see him, linking up with these rappers. You see him doing these interviews. He's telling you how much money he's made he started off making from YouTube, and then from YouTube to Instagram, to like YouTube to interviews. And you look at this man doing comedy shows now. This man is selling out arenas and venues, man. This dude being booked in movies and TV shows. But it started just from being an ignorant motherfucker. And it was strategically planned, like I told you guys. But at the same time, I admire the fuck out that dude. And it's like, damn, man, this dude really, this dude really done his thing. He has some help here and there, with Vlad, with Say Cheese. Like I said, he just said he did his first Vlad interview for free. And it's not, and some people, a lot of times, a lot of people can't identify opportunity outside of a dollar, quote to Charlemagne. But I respect that. Another guy too, is Terrence Gangster Williams, aka Terrence Civilian Williams. I feel the same way about Gangster. Gangster did 23 years, 11 months in the feds. And look at what he has accomplished since he's been out. Gangster probably been out for like about 2 years now. And you seen Gangster came out and took the internet by storm. You could tell Gangster started making money. If you go look at his first interviews when he came out the feds, he had his little goals in. Like most New Orleans dudes, most down south dudes, especially coming up in that era. And he took them goals out and went and got the all whites, like YB said in that song. My white teeth. So, you see dudes really making money now. So, but it's just like, and I respect him because he said that, when he first came home, he had to work a regular job on top of trying to make this thing happen. But you see, he called himself Mr. Answer Right Back. As soon as somebody say something, address it. Oh, I'm answering right back, and I'm capitalizing off of that. And that's how you come up. So I respect these guys, man. It's just like, bro, I can do the same thing. I always say that when I see them. I say that when I see other YouTube channels of people talking about sports, and I know I bring more in terms of knowledge, in terms of being informative to the viewers, if that's what you want to see, and debating if that's what you want to see. So, it's just about, making it happen. So, moral of the story is with this, guys, is I would just tell any of you, and I like I say, and I always tell you guys, I'm not talking to you guys, I'm talking with you guys. We have to do better. We have to get better. We have to be better. We have to be more. We have to stop consuming, and we have to start producing, man. So, if you got that business out here, man, start producing. If you got a business idea, start producing. If it's something you want to do, start producing. I don't give a damn if it's been done before, because it can be done better. And I don't give a damn if it hasn't been done before, because it's the first time for everything. I'm going to let this sink in for the guys who doubt themselves, even after seeing this, even myself, right? Look at the Wright brothers. Look at how crazy people must have thought the Wright brothers were to say that they're going to bend some metal and bend metal up and fly people miles across the world. So opposed to you getting there in hours and days from driving, you're getting there within an hour. You making a 24-hour drive, an hour, 2-hour long flight. You see what I'm saying? You don't think people thought that was crazy? Even worse, I don't want to sound uneducated and sound stupid, but the guy who invented electricity, just imagine saying that you gonna walk. I'm gonna put a bulb up in the roof, and when I walk into a room, I can flick that bulb and there will be light. And when I walk out, I can flick the bulb and there won't be light. Just imagine how psychotic a lot of those guys must have sounded. You know what I mean? So that goes to show you that, like I said, once again, if it's been done already, it could be done better. And if it hasn't been done already, it's the first time for everything. So, man, take that for what it's worth, and stop being consumer-based and start being producer-based, and, you know, go out there and make some things happen for yourself, man. And I'm so happy that I was able to get this video filmed, because this might be the video I needed to get me a step right back in the right direction. But I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm out this thing.